gave me. Beginner's Guide Crochet Stitch Projects, 19 stitches. We're going a cushy rug. And with this pattern, you can either make it to be a rug, which we'll call a scatter rug. It's a cushy rug, but finished size of the scatter rug is 24 inches by 40 inches. And if you're going to make it a runner, then it'd be 24 inches by 60 inches. Give me a minute here to find the picture. Oh, here we go. There's the picture. I think that is a very nice rug. Make a nice rug or a nice little table runner. But personally, I'm going to make a rug for my kitchen. And for this particular rug, worsted weight yarn, and you're going to I'm getting frustrated with technology. It was kind of sad in there. Well, I tried to shop, but the parking lot was pretty full. Almost couldn't find a spot, and when I did get a few items in my cart, my daughter was with me, and we went walking. She was walking around to Joann's, and they had the checkout line was from the front of the store to the back of the store, long. That's incredible. Everybody's trying to buy up everything. I mean, there were still yarns there, and there were still fabric there. The shelves were definitely more emptying. Even when the employees was like, yeah, our store was supposed to be one of them that got saved from the chopping block, but unfortunately, it did not get saved from the chopping block. And so because now all the stores are going to be sold, are going to be closing, which is really sad. But I do have a Hobby Lobby in Michael's, but the Michael's is more for what my daughter does, which is making jewelry, and I don't know. We'll all figure it out. We all have our other craft stores that we can go to. Oh, thank you. Hi, Cosmic. Thank you. I'm glad you think I'm cool. Um, that's what I did not make it though. I wish I could make this. Maybe one of these days I'll figure out the pattern to make it. And it's very warm. And today where I live, it was like 50 degrees. 52. It was like warm. It was like spring. It's gonna be like spring weather all week, which I'm here for it. I'm like, yay. I'm tired of snow and ice. Anyway, as I was trying to show you earlier, this is the rug I'm going to be making. Sorry about the noise thing. I'm not where somewhere there are police cars. Right here, there are police cars, and it's not from my house. Trust me. Um, it uses worsted weight yarn, and you're going to use 3 strands together, and you're going to be using a size N as in nose sized hook. And start with the chain 57 loosely, which I have done, and now you're going to go back and start the second chain from the hook and do single crochets all the way down. It's a very big hook. This is a size N hook, 10 millimeter, and it's not going to just be all single. I mean, single. The first row is just single crochets, but then the next row is where we're going to be doing the more what I call fancier stitch for this particular project. It's called cross stitch. And so we're going to be making crosses all the way across, and then it's going to be from beginning chain for a scattered rug or 60 inches from beginning chain for a runner, ending with working row 3. And then you do not finish off because then it tells you how to do the edging. So, okay, I don't know where all the sirens are going to. I think they're. I have my housing edition. I think that's out on the main road off of our housing edition, and they're all going down the street. So that's that. Um, so I apologize for all the noise in the background. Oh, Shatika, thank you. Shatika Woods is one of the favorites on my channel. She always has something to say on my videos, and I really appreciate that. And I appreciate all my subs. And if you are new to this channel, please like, comment, like, subscribe, comment, share all the things. And I am just using like a month ago, like not that really that long ago. That was I think it was in Jada and Stitches a long time ago. Somebody said a way to clean up your yarn room or your craft room is by making projects. So craft room is to use what I have and make projects, and when I need to I will buy more. I will go to thrift stores and buy more yarn. Yesterday, last night, as a matter of fact, actually I was looking at another YouTube channel, and the channel is called Just Crochet. Now all you see is a person's hands, and you see them crocheting, and there's music in the background, and the hands look, according to the way I was thinking, like how thick they were, and the fact that they had manly hair on the back of their hand, and they're a little bit in their one the other dad ached, and he had this thing called It's Just a, where it's just a this and it's just a that. Um, well, it's more than it's just a. To some of us, it's more than just a. Um, but anyway, I have anyway in the that YouTube channel called Just Crochet. Some of my favorite ones on there are baskets that are crocheted around CDs. And I have made them for family in the past. I'm going to have to rewatch. I was rewatching them last night, and I was just kind of watch. I was just watching them, but I'm going to make the baskets. I'm going to write the notes down, and we will make those together. And you can make those baskets on a CD, an old CD, or if you can go to the thrift store, buy any CD, any music, doesn't matter. Um, you can even make same said baskets by making some of your thrift stores may even have old records, like the old 45s. And so I'm going to be making them on those. Um, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, oh, sorry, got tangled. Okay, I'm talking things now. These are CDs. This is a CD. Plays music. And this is a 45. It's a record. It plays music on a record player. Anyway, I have made them on both before. I have even one time, because as you know, the hole on a 45 is much bigger than the hole on a CD. So I have even put the CD on top of the record and then still made said basket. That way you get the width of the record, but only the hole size of the CD, which I think that's really smart. It's a genius idea. Um, I would love to see one yard addict just do that. Make it just a basket from just crochet using just thrift store yarn and just CDs from just a thrift store, using records just from a thrift store, using just thrift store yarn to make baskets. I've done that before. My next thing that I haven't well, I tried it with yarn. With a 33. Here's a 33 record. Here's the 45 record. Yeah, way bigger. But even though this is bigger than this has a much bigger hole than that one does. And I tried using it with yarn. Yarn only got me about that far, because it just fills up that hole way too fast. Even when I tried using sport weight, it filled up way too fast. So I do have some crochet thread, and if I can, if it doesn't frustrate me, I am going to try to make one of the baskets from just crochet and put it and making it on a 33 record. So, well, thank you, Crafting with Amy. She's just stopping by to say hi. But that's another thing I'd like for somebody. I'm going to give that a try here soon. Still working on that one. But I already have made baskets with this, made baskets with that. So I want everybody to try that. Go get your yarn from a thrift store. Get your records and your CDs from your thrift stores. That way you aren't spending a whole lot. Or if here where I live, we have a store called Half Price Books. They also have CDs and records. Mostly books, but they do have CDs. You can get something that you like. You can get. You don't have to get one that you just get. It works with any CD. Trust me. If you're done listening to the CD, just turn it into a basket and have fun with it. But for right now, I have started my rug with the book my daughter just got, so we can learn just to learn an easy stitch. And one of my last live, I was showing you the hexa cardigan that I was making. I've got both sides, both hexagons completed. I just got to get it. Say Laura's Crochet Story. I hope you are doing well. Saying hi to everybody. See how everybody is doing today. And like I said, here in northern Indiana, Um, Nice and warm, very spring-like temperatures all week, which is a very welcome sight to see. Um, Love having nice warm weather. Where all you need is just a sweater or light jacket, um, if at all. Took my dad to go get his hair cut. Next month in March is my birthday, but more importantly, is my grandmother's birthday. My grandmother on my mom's side. And next month she will be 100 years old, folks. 100 years old. A century old. That's amazing. That is simply amazing. Nope. Using 3 strands of yarn and a size N as a nose crochet hook. First we had to do chain 57 loosely and then do single crochets from the starting at the second chain and working our way back. Now we're on row 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Counts as first double crochet now and throughout. Cross cross stitches across to the last single crochet, double crochet and last single. Okay, to work a cross stitch, skip next to single crochet, so skip, skip, and then treble in the next. Okay, here's the treble. Chain 1, working in front of treble that you just made, treble, and the first skipped. Yay. Skip the next 2. So we're going to make these crosses all, here's our cross stitch. Yeah. Sometimes your yarn doesn't always want to cooperate. Skip 2. And a treble in the third. One. Well, try again. Oh, I hate it when yarn doesn't want to cooperate. What did I know I, 2. And that needs to go in there. Aha. I don't know. Yes. It is exciting to have somebody turn 100 years old. She lives down by Cincinnati. So that's going to be a fun trip. So, what is everybody else working on? I know a lot of people have been making hexie cardigans lately. Some people have been making blankets. Maybe you want to get a start on your blankets for Boggy Creek for next year because they're almost done collecting blankets. Or maybe perhaps you're making a blanket for a family member. Or you could be making scarves and hats. You could be making stuffed animals. How is everybody doing tonight? Jen Reeves! Yay! That's okay. However long you could stay. This is what I am working on. My pages are sticking together. Working on a rug using a cross stitch and single crochets. Do one row single, one row cross stitch, and one row single, one row cross stitch. Till it measures 40 inches for a rug, and or you can do 60 inches for um, a table runner. Yes, yes. And then it's with this book that my daughter found for me, one of two books that she found for me at her work. Crochet Stitches and Easy Projects, 19 stitches. Ooh, we might have to check this out. Also, while I was at Borders today, Borders bookstore, and I just said, sorry, my room does not, this craft room does not seem to technology very well. I apologize. Bella Coco's Crochet Stitch card deck, a pocket and had to do a couple of basics. And then stitch conversions. I don't know if you can see that very well. And hook sizes. They show you the stitch conversions for US and metric, as well as hook size for metric size, UK sizes, and US sizes. And then it breaks down this card deck into two different colors. There's blue, kind of blue gray color, and this yellow color. The gray color is simple stitch combinations, and then the yellow ones are for textured stitches. And gives a picture and a title, and then it says a skill level, multiples, and stitch used. For instance, the top of this one is the linen and moss stitch. And then it gives instructions on the back. And then the top one on here was this for the textured stitches. It was a lace cluster. It was even got special stitches in it. I did not notice that before. And then it gives the instructions on how to do it. I just think this was a wonderful, wonderful idea. We may have to try all 52 of these to see if we can do it. I think that would be fun. And what I also have found for me, more crochet stitches and easy projects, 19 more stitches. Yes, I like that it gives the multiples too. I like that it does that. And any special stitches. I mean, it shows everything on there and how to do all these basic stitches. And so we may have to do that. And another thing I'm going to have to add to my list now. My ever-growing list of things to do. Hey! Hi, JB! I saw your live this morning. I was in and out of your live this morning. I love your channel, by the way. You make some really nice things. Right now, working on a rug. But one of my projects that I would like for everybody to try, and it comes from another YouTube channel called Just Crochet. And all you see is a man's hands crocheting, and there's music in the background, and the things that he makes a lot of like little tiny things, like miniature purses and miniature this that, but he also makes baskets out of CDs. I've done that. I did that a couple of years ago, but I've also waiting for my March flag part 1 video to upload. Okay. Well, that's her March flag part 1, not mine. But I've taken the idea of the CD and also made baskets on records, and this is a 45. And then I've also made a basket by putting the CD on top of the record. That way you get the width of the record, but only the whole size of a CD. Then we don't have such a big hole on the bottom. But the thing I want to do, and I've got crochet thread, so I'm still trying to figure out how to do it, because I tried it with yarn, but I'm going to take the baskets and make them on at 33. I think that would be wonderful. That would look really, really, some of those patterns for the baskets would look really cool on a basket this size. but we have this hole, the tiny hole on a 33 record. And I've tried it with yarn. I've even tried it with sport weight yarn, and I can't. It won't go all the way. I can only get like so far till the hole gets filled up, and so I'm going to just try it with some crochet thread and see if that works better. But right now, I'm getting frustrated with that. So if I get frustrated with it, then I put it aside before I decide to throw it out the door. But I have made these baskets, and I want all of you to go to Just Crochet and use just yarn from a thrift store. And I want you to use just CDs and records from your local thrift stores. Trust me, they have them. And you may have to look at more than one, but they was there. They are there, and you can use any. It doesn't matter what kind of whatever's on the record or on the records or CDs, because they're going to get covered up with yarn anyway. Um, they make cute, adorable, real pretty looking baskets, really nice looking little baskets. That could be used for anything, whether to put whatever you want in them. Um, so that's my little thing I want you to try to do. I am going to be. I was rewatching some of them last night and today, and I was like, you know what? I need to do that again because that was fun. But this time I'm going to write the pattern down as he's making it, and that way I can make it with you, and we can have fun making baskets with just thrift store yarn on just a CD on just a record to make just a basket. I'm sorry. I'm being a little bit petty. Because to some of us who make our projects for family and friends, it's especially when your family extremely appreciates the things that you make for them, it's more than just a blanket. It's more than just a hat. It's more than just a scarf to them. So, anyway, it's more than to family and friends who receive the things that you make for them. It's more than just a, especially when they really appreciate them and really love them and take good care of them. That means it's more than just a. I'm sorry, I'm being really petty, but it's more than just a to a lot of people. So, um, I'm going to be doing lives when I can. Today's my day off. I get one day off each week, and I get every other weekend off. Um, I've been busy running errands today. Had to take my daughter a few places and took my dad a couple places. Um, and then I'm trying to get stuff done around the house. So, as you know, life kind of gets in the way. So, that's why I haven't been really doing videos lately. I'm going to try to get back into doing that as well as doing daily devotionals. A lot of you really appreciated the daily devotionals. Um, it's more than just a devotional. See what I did there for some people. And oh, one more thing. These I have actually made. I will show you some. Oh, my ribbon. No, they're in my bag. Um, some of you have seen my prior devotions know that I like to end it with a prayer cross. So I will show you some of these prayer crosses that I have made. And I am going to be writing out my own little prayers and attaching them to my crosses and then just leaving them out for people. Because you know what? Some people really could use some little help in this world. There are a lot of, I found a lot of these. Some of these were on YouTube. A lot of them were on Pinterest. And I just made them on, sometimes I made the same pattern, but on just different colors of yarn. Some are smaller than others. Some have a much bigger bobble to them. It just depends on the pattern. And some are more like these little Celtic crosses. But I bought 3x5 cards. That's what this bag of yarn is for. It's for those. Um, and the reason I started making those is because one day one of the times I went to a thrift store to purchase yarn, I found this in there, and I have appreciated um, that ever since. And here's a little. I will read to you the little prayer that came with it. And this is the little prayer that came with it. I did not write this. I am merely reading what it says. And at one point, when I was doing my devotion, I'd always end it with this. And at one point, I actually had it memorized, and I still sort of do. But anyway, this small swatch of yarn has been woven with prayers. As you hold this swatch in your hand, may you feel God's strength, love, and peace flow and know that He holds you in His hands. May God bless and comfort you in time of need and give you peace. Amen. I just think a lot of people could use something like this, you know? Sometimes you just need to put a little happiness in somebody and know that they are loved and that they are cared and that they are cared for, and we need some more peace in this world, and we need some loving kindness. We really do. Like I said, I do have some done. I have a bunch of them done already. Um, and I've got it put up. I don't know where it's at, but I have one particular uh, cross that I made that I because it was such a big, or I mean, it was pretty big. It's like this big of a square. That I decided to turn it into a little lap blanket. Um, I know some of you saw that last year. You'll have to go back to one of my older videos to go find it. I don't remember offhand if it was in a live or if it was just in a regular video. But you'll have to go back and find it. Um, so there's that. Because originally I had thought about detaching them all on there and then making it into one big one, but I was, because I really want to share those squares out into the world. So that's what I'm going to do. Um, because we just need some loving kindness out there for the world and to help each other out and let them know there's somebody, that's watching over you with peace and love and kindness for you, and that you matter in this world because you're not just a person. You are somebody special. You are special. You are loved. Um, yeah, we really need things like that. Anyway, sidetracked. I think we all get a little sidetracked sometimes, especially when technology doesn't want to cooperate, which sometimes it doesn't in my room. And I decided to kind of sit here and relax a little bit and work on this rug. I hope all of you are doing well today. And I could not tell you what most of this yarn is because it's, like I said, this is from a thrift store, and the labels were not, well, they weren't on the mint green or the black yarn, but this other yarn by Wintuck, Wintuk, for knitting and crocheting, Laxcent, and color is Mayberry. You can see the colors. It's like white with like some other little colors blended in, put in. So it's Laxcent. Two distinctively different coordinating yarns combining soft hues and bright accents for a creative flair when used together or separately. Accent on you. 100% Orlon acrylic. Anyway, it's a much older yarn, of course. Anyway. I mean, this is an easy pattern for most people because you do the first row is single crochets, the next row you're making the cross stitch, and then the next row is a row of single crochets, and the crosses are being made with trebles. And you make it until it is 40 inches long for a rug and 60 inches for a runner. So I'm going to be making this as a rug. And then tells how to make the edging, and once you reach your desired length. But of course, it's going to take me a little while to get there. I'm not going to hold you on here till I get done with this rug because I've been doing a lot of chit-chatting. Here's how it's looking so far with the X's. You can see that. Maybe better this way. You use 3 strands for this project. You use 3 strands of yarn and an incised hook. See, it's a very big hook. And if it's warm where you are, I hope you are staying cool. And if it is cold, stay warm. Because here in the Midwest, it's finally starting to warm up again. And I tell you what, I'm here for it all day because I love warm weather. I am not a cold weather person. I mean, as an adult, I am not a cold weather person. Now, when I was a kid, you couldn't keep me inside. I loved being out playing outside in the snow and building snowmen and forts and having snowball fights. But yeah, but as an adult, no, I don't want to be outside. Oh, bye, Jen. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we weren't quite in the 60s, but we were in the lower 50s today, which is still a lot warmer than what it's been. I'll take that any day of the week. Or as my folks would say, any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Um, yeah, we had negative temperatures a couple weeks ago too, and it was awful because I we even had ice on top of the snow, which made it even worse. And I mean, there were days that I wasn't sure if my car was going to start because it was so cold. Um, so anyway, I mean, I have a garage, but my garage is too filled with stuff in order to keep my car in it. So, um, that's a whole other long story for another day. Oh, that's a personal long story for another day. Um, Getting there. We're almost at the end. This is gonna be a thick rug. Oh, I almost forgot. Here, let me take you with me. Oh, I'm sitting on the floor. That's the trouble when you get older. It gets hard to get back up again from the floor. I did. I set them out here. Okay. Um, I showed you guys this kit not too long ago, but and then here's the little instruction booklet. There's the, comes with its own little plastic hook. I'm guessing it's probably like an F or a G hook, because it does not say. And then here's little itty bitty yarn that came with the kit. And as you can see, I believe they each have different amounts. And it shows 3 different ways to make a heart. I used my own yarn. I used my own scraps of yarn. We have this one. We have this one. And we have this little itty bitty one. Little bitty one. This one starts out with a chain 4. And to make a circle. And then you're building off of that. This one was basically a back and forth, and then you made the 2 corners. This one, I believe, was another one of those chain 4s. I have to go look at the instructions. I don't remember now. I just made these the other night, and I was going to make a video, and then I got mad at my setup. I was trying to get it set so you guys could see it. Put the camera over my hand so I could do it underneath there, and it was making me mad. Got mad at it. But it actually does say heart 1. Heart number 2. And heart number 3. They each start out very differently, as you could tell, and made very differently. I mean, you even get a little bit of instructions on how to do some basic crochet stitches, which is very nice for somebody who does not know. But I wish they would have said for which heart that they used which color, so then I could make them appropriately. I think the purple was for number 1, and the pink was for 2, and the red was for 3, but I'm not for certain. And it's a small yarn. So that's why I used my own yarn. My own yarn that I have caked up. I was getting frustrated with myself, so I will try that again later. And I even, when I made the hearts, I made it with their crochet hook, with their little plastic hook, just to be fair. I mean, I know it's past Valentine's, but it's still February. And February is the month of love. I will try to make a video for you on how to make those hearts, so you can know how to make each one of those hearts, because it is February is the month of love. I do want to wish everyone a terrific Tuesday. And again, I want everybody to make a basket just out of a CD. just out of a record with just thrift store yarn. And give it to just a family member who you know will appreciate it, who is more than just a person to you, who you know will definitely appreciate it because more than just to them. It really means something to them. It's more than just a basket. It's more than just a gift to them. It means something to them. I hate that phrase. It's just a. To not everybody, it's just a. Trust me, my family doesn't think the things that I give made for them is just it's just a scarf, it's just a hat, it's just a blanket. No, it means something to them. It's more than it's just a. So I know I'm being petty again, and I apologize. Well, sorry, but not sorry at the same time. Go to on YouTube. Go to Just Crochet, and like I said, it has music in the background, and all you'll see is some man's hands crocheting, and he's got at least 4 different baskets made with CDs. Look up crocheting over a CD or with a CD, and make it on a CD, make it on a record. You can take that same pattern and make it on a record, put the CD on top of a record. That way you get the width of the record but the whole of the CD, so you don't have such a big hole on the bottom of your basket. um, I would love to see y'all do that. And I will be giving you the tutorials and making those hearts here soon, probably this weekend. And I got more time. So with that, I know it's been an hour. It's been a long video. It's probably my longest video, my longest live anyway. But I love y'all. Y'all have a good evening. Have a terrific Tuesday and a wonderful rest of your week. And when the weekend gets here, hopefully it'll be a wonderful weekend because I got to work the rest of this week. My daughter, however, is on vacation all week from her work. She's going, her and her sister are going on a trip to, no, not tomorrow, Thursday, to go see a concert. Um, so, yeah. Hopefully, you are having wonderful weather, and may you enjoy the weather. And may God's blessings be on all of you. And I'm going to read this again in this video. This small swatch of yarn has been woven with prayers. As you hold this swatch in your hand, may you feel God's strength, love, and peace flow and know that He holds you in His hands. May God bless and comfort you in time of need and give you peace. Amen.